Are you a woman that is in a season of life that you are finding yourself in this space of needing to rediscover yourself? Maybe you're burnt out. Maybe you are struggling with a transition of some kind, and you just know that there's more, there's something else that can be done, and you're just not quite sure what that is or how to get there. If so, then hi, my name is Jen. I'm the founder and owner of Laughing Lotus Wellness. And what I do is actually help women access their supernova so that they can lead with absolute purpose and aligned legacy. That's really what I help them create. So my background is in clinical social work, and I have done over 22 years of traditional psychotherapy. And then what I did was I went out and I kind of leaned into all these different healing modalities that I loved really well, that felt like they kind of harnessed the energy that I bring. And so I have put that all together, and that's what I help women do, is combine those components of psychology, energy, spirituality, and this beautiful experience of where you want to go to create awareness and clarity that you can move forward from that really potent place. So listen, we are going to be leaning into the concept of expansion and contraction as a theme this month. And this came to me in this concept of really being embodied, which we're going to talk about more down the road. But I want to just kind of start us with this concept today. Meaning that if I think about it, we are kind of in a state of expansion and contraction all the time, right? So even our breath can be an expansion and a contraction, right? We think about it like, right? And there's so many times we're walking through life where we're like this, right? Like gripping, holding, struggling, right? And so to me, there is this really beautiful opportunity to lean into understanding that we're in a state of doing these things all the time. We're always navigating, right? Am I in a state of growth and opening up, or am I in a state of closing in and going inward and closing down, right? And probably you're already noticing that there is a different energy for you as I use this language, that you might already be noticing, like, oh, she's talking about being all tucked in, and like, I'm noticing I'm holding my breath, or I noticed that my belly got tight. I want you to start leaning into that, because there's going to be more to come on that kind of idea. So just hold tight. But I said it means to let go of what isn't serving you, right? Really, in a new year, I think one of the first things we're going to do is like, okay, we're taking a scan of the land, so to speak, right? What has been awesome? What maybe was a challenge in 2024, and I would like to shift into something different in this new year, right? 2025 is going to ring in different. So I want us to be thinking about that, and I do want you to look at, how do I make space for new things to come into my world? How can I make space? And how can I read how I'm experiencing things as they come up? So we're going to be getting into that next time, I promise. But I just wanted to put this idea. Growth looks like expansion, right? Doesn't it feel like, when you think about it, when you have done a class or a seminar or a workshop or something, and you're like, oh, I just feel different. That like really brought something up for me, and I unfolded some part of myself, my soul, my experience, my wisdom, something kind of woke up and I felt different, right? That there's a real expansion in that. Contraction is like the sense of maybe things aren't working, or we feel like there's a hindrance of some kind, right? That's really what we want to be looking at when we think about that. And so to me, one of the greatest contractions we experience as women is living in conditioned belief systems. So the things that we've been told and trained and right about what women should be and how they ought to be, and like all these, right? And we sort of, for many of us, bought that hook, line, and sinker at some point in our life and go, wait a minute, that doesn't work, and that's not a real thing. So that's that experience of when I feel contracted. What that looks and feels a little bit like to me is a tightness, a being confined. And I think that that's how all the old conditioned belief systems felt to me. They felt like prison. They felt like jail, right? They felt like, like a suit that doesn't fit anymore, right? And so we want to break free of that. To me, it's just a way to look at those old things that don't really suit us anymore. They don't fit anymore. And moving into a space of something that feels juicier. It feels more beautiful. It feels more light, airy, and clear, and lovely to be in it, right? And expansive. So this month, that's what we're going to be leaning into. And I just invite you to this idea, right? It's just a different way to look at and think about a new year, but you should be doing this all year round. So I'm going to introduce it at this time of year, but really the truth is that we're doing it all the time. We want to be assessing ourselves using this kind of concept throughout the year to see how things are unfolding. And honestly, I'm going to share some practices with you down the road where you'll see, oh, I want to be doing this maybe daily. I might want to be checking in with myself this way daily, not even just every few months. So we're going to be bringing you some really fun little like practices and some insight and wisdom as we move forward. And I'm super excited to be able to share that with you. So listen, if you're in the market and you're like, you know what? I just really need to shift gears. I'm in the new year. I'm ready to roll. And I would just love to continue to kind of digest not just my vision for 2025, not just like the how I might get there and what I might do, but actually I could use some support for foundationally reconfiguring, resetting my soul a little bit. There is going to be a free workshop that we're going to be hosting at the end of the month that is all about values. And I truly believe you're going to be so glad you took an opportunity to lean into this space. I'm not going to lie. And so come and join my friend Summer and I as we share this free workshop with you. It's going to be Friday, the 30th of January. I think I'm getting that right. Forgive me if I'm not. I think it's the 30th. It's Friday from noon to 1 Central Standard Time. Come and join Summer and I as we help create some more awareness and some movement, some expansion, if you will, in looking at your values as a compass. So come and join us. Again, what you're going to do is you're going to go to laughinglotuswellness.com/values, and you're going to get a little pop-up screen that's going to let you set in your email. That's all we need, your name, your email, so we know where to send you the Zoom link, right? And so you just go pop in and do that, and you'll be in. So if you're interested in leaning in a little bit more deeply as you look at this new year and you're looking for some greater expansion, come join us for that freebie. It's gonna be so fire. I'm so excited to share her and this time with all of you. So again, Laughing Lotus Wellness /values. And you can sign up and join us for that event. I can't wait to see you there. So sending you all sorts of love and light, you guys. We will see you around, taking into account this new theme for the month, setting the tone through expansion and contraction. And just wait till next time till I share a little nugget with you and help build on this practice.